Naughty rolly naughty da 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 daddy da daddy diddy 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 p diddy daddy da daddy diddy diddy diddy. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyways, uh, it's Marsh Sports. It's Marshall. Today, we're talking about the college carousel, the college football carousel, the college football carousel. Sorry, that's a terrible accent. Um, but yeah, today we're gonna be talking about Patrick Carousel. But we will do coaching projections once the Lane Kiffin thing's announced, if it is ever announced at this rate. But yeah, the reason why I named the stream disclaimer is I said on I don't know what day it was, but I said that Alex Golesh was hired as the next head coach for Arkansas. I just want to say I'm sorry that was misleading. That was apparently a false report. Uh, so yeah, there's that, and that was basically confirmed today. His new coaches have been hired. As what is it? What? All right. So Arkansas did not hire Alex Golesh, but a different team did. As Auburn actually hired Alex Golesh. Not as they just hired him today. So Robert, we're gonna get a lot of these coaching hires within the coming days. So coaching projections gonna be very interesting to see. Like it's like we just in the last week, um, and Oregon State also hired a new coach too. Someone from Alabama. Oregon State. It was Jamarcus Shepard. Anyways, let's start off with Auburn. Auburn hired Alex Golesh. I think this is a really good move for Auburn. I mean, they've been needing a long time for an actual coach because I mean, Brian Harsin didn't work out. Hugh Freeze didn't work out. So Alex Golesh, either he's next on the chopping block or he'll actually bring Auburn to a decent team. But I think Alex Golesh can actually do a pretty good job with them. I think honestly, Auburn they lost a lot of close games this year, so I think if they turn that around, they could be a really good team. Like that's happened to Vanderbilt. Like they lost a lot of close games last year. Now they're potentially in the playoffs. I mean, they're outside shot, but still, I mean, look. That's insane, bro. Like look at the freaking progression for Vanderbilt. Like, and they didn't. Though to be fair, that we all saw the potential Vanderbilt. Well, I saw the potential Vanderbilt, and they executed very well. So yeah. But Auburn though, Auburn hasn't been good in years. Like, when was the last time they were good? Let's see. 5-7. Let's see. This year, 5-7, as expected. This year or last year, they were 5-7. 2023, they were 6-7. 2022, they were 5-7. 2021, they were 6-7. 2020, they were 6-5, and then 2019, they were 9-4. So the last time they had a winning record was the COVID season, and that I don't really count that season as real. Because yeah, not everyone played that year. So really, the last season that they were good was 2019. And that's when I believe that's when Gus Malzahn was still coaching there. Yeah. But the Hugh Freeze experience did not go very well. So from Gus Malzahn to Brian Harsin to Hugh Freeze and now to Alex Golesh. I feel like if anyone, Alex Golesh could be the one to actually bring them back to success because he's shown a lot of potential at South Florida, and you give him resources at Auburn, I think he'll do even. I think he'll thrive potentially. So, I mean, we've seen like group of five coaches come to a team that's not doing very good, have good success immediately. Well, it's going to be hard to match Kirk Signet's level because he took a 3-9 Indiana team to the playoffs the very next year. Now they're undefeated and in the conference championship. Like that's insane how what Kirk Signetty has done. But like Kirk Signetty might honestly be the best coach in college football at this rate. Like this dude, they got a hidden gem from James Madison, and now they're thriving. Yeah. But Auburn, goal. I think this is a good hire. I think they need someone to like. Now I would have probably gone for maybe around that range. So I feel like Alex Golesh is about where I would have gone. But I mean, they could have. I mean, imagine if we got Lane Kiffin, bro. Lane Kiffin, please make an announcement already. Good lord, no. I'm waiting. I'll do coaching projections whenever Lane Kiffin announces he's going to LSU. Well, that's all. I assume he's going to LSU. Knock on wood, just in case. But good for Golish. I think that's a good hire for them. Yeah, I actually had Golish going there. I actually had Golish going there a few weeks ago, and I changed it to Summerall. Now apparently Florida's talking to Summerall again. Very weird stuff. Yeah. So there's that. Now Arkansas. Here's the coach they actually hired. I actually can confirm this time. Arkansas. But you know what? I'm gonna do some lighting, some cool lighting stuff. Actually, never mind. Arkansas. They hired what's his face? The dude from Memphis. The dude from Memphis. What's his name? What's his name? What's the dude from Memphis' name? Now it's Alex Golish on the AI. That was way off. Ryan Silverfield from Memphis is hired by Arkansas, which AKA Arkansas's daddy. So that's like if Florida hired Alex Golish. Arkansas, I think that's a good hire for them. I mean, is it the most flash? Is it the one I was expecting? No, I was sold on them getting like I said, I was sold on them getting John Gruden, but I think this is honestly a decent hire. Silverfield, I mean, he's in a really good Memphis program, and he actually not too bad with them. Yeah, they're 8-4 this year, but still, they're they beat Arkansas and they were vying for a playoff spot at one point. So yeah, but he comes from one of the most successful group of five teams, which is Memphis. Memphis is usually really really good. So yeah, there's that. I think that's a good hire for them. It makes sense, I guess, considering it's not much of a it's like a cross country trip or anything like that. It's just, well, it's not necessarily close, but like it's just a state. It's just into the next state, I guess. Yeah, but good for Silverfield. I mean, the bad thing, Group of Five teams when they're really good. The bad thing about when they're really good is they get poached immediately. Like that's happened to Willie Fritz, Alex Golish, Mike Norvell, Kirk Signetti. For good reason, obviously. Yeah, they want to get more money, but yeah, they want to be in the better program, but yeah, better chance at shot success. But Arkansas, they need something at this point. Sam Pittman, he was good for like the first year, and then just completely fell off. Yeah, but Arkansas, I mean, not a decent hire, I will say. I think Alex Golesh would have probably been a better hire in my opinion, but you know what? I'm not going to argue with this. Ryan Selfish is a good coach. I guess he did beat South Florida, so yeah. But I will say that's a good hire for them. As long as they don't play UAB, they should be fine. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's a good hire for them. Yeah, but hopefully we still own them because we have to play them every year. And then we have Oregon State. As actually, I had them hiring Billy Napier, and that was wrong for a while. Then Billy Napier was who I picked at one point. But for Arkansas, I picked Gruden the whole time. So I didn't even consider the Memphis coach. But yeah. But good for him. I'm happy for him. Yeah, it's not a team. It's not. Yeah, he's on a team I don't like, but still. Oregon State has hired Alabama's. I think it's defensive coordinator. There's assistant coach. They hire Jamarcus Shepard from Alabama. As he's the what's he was the co-offensive coordinator. Also, wide receiver coach. What the heck is the AHC? Yeah, but there's that. But I think that's a solid hire for Oregon State. They're getting a. Honestly, I'd argue this is a steal considering a lot of these Alabama assistants go to like SEC schools after a while. So I mean, they could develop to be a really good coach, man. I think that'd be. I think it's a solid hire for Oregon State. I mean, anything's better than what happened to them this season. This was one of the worst seasons I've ever seen from a quote unquote Power Four team. They're not a Power Four team anymore, but still. But I think it's a good, especially since Oregon State will be in a national conference again next year. So there's that. I think that's a good hire for them, and I think that'll pan out pretty well. So yeah, but I think that's honestly kind of a sneaky good pick, considering it's an Alabama assistant coach. Yeah, it's not under Saban's tree, but I mean the Boris tree is really good as well too. Like you have him and Ryan Grubb and all that. That's a really good coaching staff. I will say. Yeah. I'm happy for him. He also gets to leave Alabama, which is nice. But yeah, but wish the best of luck for him at Oregon State. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, I think Jamarcus Shepard will in the bring, especially in a Pac-12 with like group of five teams. I think that'll actually pan out pretty well. So yeah. Now, well, it might take a few years to build up, but we'll see. Who knows? But but it's actually a good year to do it because Washington State and Oregon State will actually have like an actual like place to contend. Like they could actually make the playoffs again because yeah, they had a chance last 2 years, but like they had to make it as an independent at that point. Like Washington State had to go undefeated at that point, which would include or Oregon State, which would include like being some big teams and some teams. Yeah, but yeah, there's that. But yeah, it's solid higher. Now today I'll be dissecting everything and once LSU's things announced, once Lane Kiffin's announcing to LSU, hopefully very soon. Because it seems like he is going to LSU, but they haven't officially announced it yet. They just said it's likely he's going there, and I'm like, just announce it already, bro. Literally lost sleep. I literally lost sleep over that last night a little bit. But yeah, but yeah, I think yeah. Hopefully, Lane Kiffin's announcement comes very soon. I'm just waiting for this because apparently the team got moved from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So, oh my freaking beer, bro. Yeah. By the way, this week I will be doing picks for high school. I'm actually doing that today. There's that, but yeah, then yeah, but there's that. Let's look at Auburn's history. They've been around. They've played football since 1892. That's insane. Yeah, but anyways, maybe we can do high school picks right now. let's see these high school picks panned out. Um, so I picked Melissa to beat Anna. Let's see. Let me just go through the notes. Hold up. All right, let's do this. So I had. Let me just share this. I got a good amount of these picks correct, I will say. All right, so I picked Melissa to beat Anna, and they did. They beat their living snot out of them, I will say. Uh, I picked Argyle to beat Walnut Grove. I was at that game, and they did. It was a very offensive. It was very like whoever scores the most wins type game, if you know what I mean. South Oak Cliff beating Terrell. They beat Terrell pretty handily. I beat Port Neches. I put Port Neches Groves over Midlothian Heritage, and they won. I thought that was 17-4 is the final score. Maybe it was just an error. Actually, a decently close game, we'll say. And then I had Randall over Bastrop, and they scored 83 on Randall, though. That's a lot of points. And then Iowa Colony over Brenham, they beat them by 1 point, so that was a very close game. And they escaped with the win. Born over Gregory Portland, and they beat them. And at Alma Heights over Victoria West, and they did. So I actually went 8 for 8 in this bracket this week. So I'm very happy about that. Yeah, as I predicted every single game correct out of there. So that's insane. You're like, you're just reading it. I literally have the notes right here. All right, now we have Richland. I had Ryan beating Richland, and they beat Richland by a lot more than they did last time. Alito beat Arlington Heights. They shut them out. Not surprising at all. Had Lone Star over West Mesquite, and they beat them. I had Highland Park over Wakeland, and they beat them. Then I had Port Memorial beating College Station, and they beat them. Weiss over Barbers Hill, and actually Barbers Hill beat them. So that's actually the first incorrect pick I have in this whole video, or in this whole week, at least for this. Sunset Valley for Piper, they beat them. And New Braunfels over Born Champion, they beat them. So I went 7 for 8. It's still really good. I'll take it, yeah. But Barbers Hill strikes back. Barbers Hill strikes again. They have a great marching band too. I saw them. I saw some of them at the state championships. Good lord. Okay, there we go. Now moving on. I have Geyer over Byron Nelson. I believe I had Geyer over. Yes, I had Geyer over Byron Nelson. They beat them in the last second field goal, I believe. Yeah, there's that. And it's at South Lake Carroll over Prosper, and they beat them at like 1:45 in the morning. Not even kidding. That's when it finished. South as that game was delayed for a few hours. I was actually at the same stadium I went to for Argyle. So my girl. So at least our game was in the day. And DeSoto over College Park, and they beat them pretty handily, we'll say. Then I have Forney over Willis, but Willis actually got the dub there. So there's that. At Summer Creek over Cadians, Summer Creek beat them by 1 point. At Keene over Jordan, Keene shut them out 52-0. Vandergrift over San Marcos, Vandergrift beat them pretty handily, we'll say. Now Dripping Springs over Medina Valley, and they beat them. So 7 for 8, and we get a rematch of Vandy and Dripping Springs. We'll say Dripping Springs beat the crap out of them last time they played each other. Who knows what can happen this time? Summer Creek and King will be playing each other. That'd be a good game. Guyer and South Lake Carroll will be a good game. And DeSoto versus Willis. That'd be a good game. 7:12 p.m. Why is it such a specific time? What do I know? And then 5A Division 6A Division 1. 6-7. I'm sorry. At North Crowley over Coppell, and they beat them pretty handily. At Allen over Permian. Allen beat them up pretty well. At Duncanville over Klein Collins, they beat them up. At Waxahachie over Cypress Range. That's actually a pretty close game. So we get a rematch of this game. Why is it 7:06 p.m.? Are they trying to say 7 p.m.? 7:20. Why are these times so specific? Um, but that's a rematch, which Waxahachie actually won that game last time. So, yeah, so Duncanville will be looking for revenge. At North Shore over Cypress, whatever Cypress school it was, and North Shore beat them by they doubled their point total. That Dickinson over Straight Suit, and they beat Straight Suit by a lot. At Cibalo Steel over Taylor Johnson, Johnson actually came back and won that game, so that was close. And then I Lake Travis over United, and they beat them up. So 7-8 on this one too. So here we go. So I guess I could give you. We got North Crowley versus Allen. That would be a good game. Duncanville, Waxahachie. That's going to be very intriguing considering it's a rematch. Where's that game going to be at, by the way? Look at these locations, by the way. And North Shore and Dickinson. I mean, Dickinson's undefeated, man. They could be a dark horse. Then CTJ and Lake Travis. That could be an interesting game. There's that. Yeah. Let me go to Dave Campbell's website. All right, let's go. Let's go here. Let's see, 681. Is North Carolina Allen be at? Oh, that's actually a oh man, that's at Daku Stadium. I would have gone if I didn't have a game that night. That'd be a good game though. I'm playing. I'm going to the Argonne Melissa game though. I didn't realize that was in overtime. Dang. Duncanville, Waxahachie, 3 p.m. at Midlothian ISD Stadium on Saturday. So that'd be an interesting rematch. I actually went to that stadium a few months ago for a game. North Shore and Dickinson taking each other on. Wait, to 8, huh? I swear it was a different score. Right here. Okay, I don't know what the actual score is, but Dickinson won. North Shore and Dickinson be taking on each other. There's so many inaccurate scores these days. On Friday at Houston, at the Houston Cougar Stadium, the TD, what is it? Tidiku? TDECU? I know it's Daku, so Tidiku? Tideku Stadium? I don't know. And then CTJ and Lake Travis. By the way, it's Clyde Taylor Johnson High School. I was not gonna say San Antonio Johnson. What a weird name. Why did they have to put this in there? I get it, but still. Now Friday 7 p.m. at San Marcos Stadium, at Bobcat Stadium, which is where Texas State plays at. So Texas State Stadium. That'd be a good game. Now we have Guy South Lake at top. Guy versus South Lakes, 2 p.m. Saturday at Fort Worth Crowley ISD Stadium. That'd be a good game. Okay. DeSoto Willis does not have a location yet. I can check Matt Stepp on Twitter. There's Matt Stepp. Oh, 3 p.m. Saturday at McLean Stadium in Waco. That's where Baylor plays. That'd be an interesting game. They seem to find each other every year, or most years, because I remember they played each other in the Alamo Dome once, and then in the Fort Center once, and then now they're playing each other in Waco at McLean Stadium. Yeah. As I just saw Matt says Twitter. Summit Creek and Kingsley. That'd be a good game right there. I keep on saying that. 7 p.m. Friday at Houston's Thorne Stadium. Where's Thorne Stadium at? Well, which ISD is that? Let's play a few games there. That is Aldine ISD, I guess. Aldi, like the score. Aldine. Oh, that's a nice stadium. That's a really nice stadium. Looks like McKinney's a little bit. I love that might just be a. That's a nice stadium. Looks like McKinney's. Reminds me of McKinney Stadium. A big building. Yeah. But then, that's a really nice scene. The Van and Dripping seems to be at the Alamo Dome. Really, they're going all the way there to play? They're both in Austin, so I thought they'd come to like Austin, like what states are not like Round Rock or something. I mean, that's that, but nonetheless, that's a great location to play at. Can't complain. It's kind of weird geographically, but what do I know? 581. We had Ranalita again. At Northwest State. Oh, it's on Friday, 7 p.m. Dang, I would have gone. I could have gone to that game if I didn't have a game that night. That that's always a great rematch. I think Alito might have him this year. That the exact same final score. Hold on. No, stop, bad boy. Oh my god, bro. This turn off your ad block. Turn off your ad block. No, I'm not turning it off. Oh wow, that is true. I guess they beat Lone Star and Highland Park beat their opponents with the exact same score. I swear, Lone Star gets all the home games, bro. I'm telling you, dog. They have home field advantage in every game. It's insane. Although they went to Georgetown for one game, to be fair. That's insane, though. They haven't played a neutral game yet. I don't get it. Well, I know. But I guess Sportsnet is really nice. No, the Port Arthur Bars and more will be a Doggett Family Stadium. I think I've seen that stadium before. That'll be at 5 p.m. on Saturday. I think I've passed by that stadium before. I'm pretty sure I've passed by that stadium before. Is it right off I-10? So the Doggett family owns a lot of Beaumont. Something like that. Yes, I have been. I've passed by that stadium before. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, I passed by that stadium before. I was going to Louisiana. We were driving from Austin to Louisiana. That's where we went. So yeah, I have passed by that stadium before. It's a nice stadium. And then since the New Braunfels will be at Friday, 7 p.m. at the Alamo Dome. So that'd be a good game. That's a nice place to play a game, I will say. Now 5 Division 2. All right. Listen, Argyle at Choctaw Stadium on Friday, 7 p.m. Hopefully it's not the last time. Hopefully it doesn't go like the last time. That's a Friday game at 7 p.m. went at Choctaw Stadium. Yeah, but that'd be that might be a good game. I mean, I think hopefully Argyle wins, but yeah. But ironically, Melissa's the first ever. Ironically, my first ever game. Well, not the first game I went to, but the first game I went to as a high schooler was against Melissa. So if it's the last one, that'd be very ironic. Well, hopefully it's not. Hopefully we win this game. Uh, so I'll be at Choctaw Stadium. I will say that's a nice place to play a football game. I mean, part of the stadium looks abandoned, but like it's a nice place. Like some of the signs are very old. Like the Coca-Cola sign, you can't even tell it's there. So, like it looks like a very weird flavor of Coca-Cola. Then the Dr. Pepper sign's completely black. It's black basically. So yeah, that's a nice place to play a game. It's very weird setup, but it's a nice place. Yeah, we're gonna be playing the rest of our games there, ironically. Yeah, and then that's a nice place. It's also really cool to play games at the old Ranger Stadium. Yeah. It almost kind of feels like they treat it like ATT Stadium game. We'll see if y'all been to one. Like they play highlight reels. They also multi cams and all that. I actually got a camera shot on me, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, but yeah, there's that. But that was really fun to go to. Yeah. Now it says this is I don't know what the heck's the score of these games, bro. Anyways, yeah, there's that. But it's a nice place to play. And it's actually in pretty good condition considering it, although XFL, UFL's used it, but I think the Renegades moving to I think I saw them move into Toyota Stadium in Frisco. Yeah. But we'll say they kept up with Choctaw Stadium pretty well. That's Old Globe Left Park, by the way, if y'all are wondering. So that's where the Rangers used to play before they moved to the new stadium. Yeah. But this is the first time I went there in 6 years, bro. That's insane. And then South Oak Cliff and Port Neches Groves, 7:30 Friday at Bryant's Green Stadium. I swear, these two teams always find each other in the playoffs somehow, whether it's the state championship or this round. And I think South Oak Cliff, I mean, we'll see. It's been back and forth. We'll say South Oak Cliff won the first year, PNG won the next year, and South Oak Cliff crushed them last year. We'll see what happens this year. I hope PNG wins, honestly, because I'd rather play PNG than South Oak Cliff. But if the PNG wins, that means they beat South Oak Cliff. But yeah, we'll see. I feel like South Oak Cliff's going to crush them, though. Then we got Randall versus. This game happened. I think I saw a location over here. Do not. No, no, no. What are you doing? I'm not turning off my ad blocker. I love Max Press, but it's always aggravated when I put on an ad blocker. Randall, Iowa Colin. That'd be a good game. That might be NRG Stadium. I know it was last year. Yeah. And then Bourne versus Heights. Alamo Heights is at San Antonio's Alamo Stadium. Yeah. There's that. You know, I'll give credit to Bourne. They've done really good since they got in the 5A. Yeah. Check Matt's stat. So I'm trying to check where this game's going to be at. Well, we don't know a location for Randall and Iowa Colony yet, so yeah. And then yeah, we'll see the location maybe later on. I'll probably if I remember, I'll say it on the video. Yeah. Let's look at 4A. Kanye West Plains team. I know we're not doing picks for them. We'll do all the other leagues next week probably for the semifinals. Yeah. West Plains and Stephenville will be playing at Friday at 7 p.m. at Lubbock's. Sorry, Lowry Field. Sorry, I can't talk. Then Alvarado will be playing two undefeateds, Alvarado and Solano. We're playing at Newsom Stadium in Mansfield, 7:30 p.m. Yeah, if y'all know, y'all know. I love Newsom Stadium. I've been there a billion times. I even went there for an Argyle game once. And then Kilgore, Fort Bend, Crawford. I believe Fort Bend. Isn't Fort Bend Crawford like a brand new school? I think they're brand new. Let me go to that. What's that? What's the freaking? What's the freaking thing called? Check realignment stuff by the way. Hold up. I'm trying to find the new school thread. New schools. When did that school open up? There it is. Um, Fort Bend Crawford opened up 2023, and I guess they don't have. I guess this is the first year they have seniors. That's insane how they're doing so good despite being brand new. They're playing Kilgore at Huntsville ISD Stadium in Huntsville. That's where Sam Houston State University is. That'll be Friday, 7 p.m. By the way. Then we got Davenport and Lavernia at Commonlander Stadium in San Antonio at 7 p.m. on Friday. So yeah, that'd be good. That'd be cool. Good game. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out. Like I said, that'd be a good game a lot, but yeah. I'm not lying though. It'd be a good game. Now I got two undefeated. So it's Greenwood versus Brock Friday at Wildcat Stadium in Abilene. I believe that's where Helen Cooper plays at. Yeah. And then Athens versus Carthage will be at Friday, 7 p.m. at Tyler's TMF Rose Stadium. Then West Orange Star Lake of La Vega will be 7 p.m. at Wood Forest Bank Stadium in Conroe, Shenandoah, wherever it is. It's north of Houston. That's all I know. They have a BOA event there each year. Then Cuero and Senton will be playing each other at the Hero Stadium in San Antonio on Friday at 7 p.m. A lot of stadiums in San Antonio, we'll say. Makes sense. It's the big city. They need all the space. They need all the stadiums they can get. And then Peaster for 3 Division One. Peaster and Paradise will be playing each other 7 p.m. Friday at Springtown's Porcupine Stadium. Springtown's like west of me, like 45 minutes, I think. That's Springtown. Yeah, 46 minutes. That was close. Yeah. It's like 35 miles away. There's not many interstates. That's the thing is there's not many interstates that go there. It's like routes at DFW, I think. Yeah. Anyways, and there's Pottsboro and Grandview playing each other at Friday, 7 p.m. Grapevine's Mustang Panthers Stadium. I've been there a few times. Been there 3 times. That's where Grapevine Copper Heritage play at. That's a nice stadium, though. And then Yocum Columbus will play each other Friday, 7 p.m. at Bastrop Memorial Stadium. I think they hosted a game last week, too. They played a game. They also had a game at the same time, I believe. Something like that, yeah. Then Llano or Yano versus Edna on 7 p.m. at Gustafson Stadium in San Antonio. So, like Alan Gustafson, like Chase Elliott's crew chief. No, 382. As Idalou and Wally playing each other 6 p.m. Friday at San Angelo Stadium in San Angelo. You guessed it, San Angelo. And then my dog's name, Leonard, will be taking on Gunter 7 p.m. Thursday. Thursday night game? Okay. At Kenny Deal Stadium, Melissa. That's the nicest high school stadium I've ever seen, by the way. Region 3, we have ARP versus Newton Friday at 7 p.m. at Lufkin's Martin Stadium. That's like middle east of Texas. And Tidehaven, East Bernard at 7 p.m. will be at Iowa Colony. On Friday, it will be at Iowa Colony's Freedom Field. Did they hosted a BOA event this year? Pretty sure. Or one of the, or UIL, forgot. Anyways, 2A Division 1. BOA is for band. It's America. Yeah, West Texas, that's considering they're very small considering considering their West Texas high school, which should be a lot of people. That was a terrible joke. Taking on Cisco Friday, 6 p.m. at Lubbock Pirate Stadium. Then Hamilton and Axtell, we play each other at 7 p.m. at Robinson's Rocket Field. Oh man, Elysian Fields lost. By the way, I was watching a video from a few years ago last year when I made the realignment stuff about Elysian Fields or Elysian Fields. That's the name of our marching show from last season. So it's funny looking back, butchering the name. Joaquin beats Elysian Fields. I still don't know how to pronounce. It's Elysian Fields or Elysian Fields. It's not Elysian Fields. Hold up. Definition. Elysian? Elysian Fields, whatever it is. Yeah. But that sucks. That sucks that they lost. They got crushed too. Good lord. It was Joaquin San Augustine we played each other Friday at 7:30 p.m. at Henderson's Lawn Stand. How the heck do both these teams have 4 losses, bro? That's insane. Like, we're gonna wait till the playoffs so we actually show up. Yeah. Credit to them, man. Mason wins a close game against Kennedy, and Refugio beats Ganado in a blowout. As Mason and Refugio play each other 7 p.m. Thursday at San Antonio's Hero Stadium. So another Thursday game. If y'all know me, I don't really like Thursday games. Well, I don't mind them, but like just having school next day is kind of sucks. But yeah, I mean, Thursday games are interesting to see. Because I don't hate them. It's just don't like the circumstances necessarily. Stratford and Gruber will play into our 7 p.m. Friday. Kansas State Bank Stadium. But I shouldn't be talking because those Fresco teams play Thursday games every week. Seems like. And Lindsay versus Munster. I believe I think weren't they the state champion last year? Yeah, they won it over Shiner last year. Yes, the same place where the beer comes from. Shout out to Shiner Beer Company. They donate to Run Trans charity. As they'll be taking place, they'll be Lindsay and Munster playing each other. 7 p.m. Friday at Wichita Falls Memorial Stadium. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, reincarnated Rider High School Stadium. If you know, you know. Then we got 2 undefeateds, Bremont and Martin Enterprise, playing each other 7 p.m. Friday at Palestine's Wildcat Stadium. That's where Westwood plays? Yeah. And then Junction Shiner, two undefeated. Shiner was a state runner-up last year. The other 2 undefeateds playing 7 p.m. Friday Huddersfield Memorial Stadium. So 2 undefeateds and 2 matchups, I believe, in this bracket. Or actually just 1. No, there's 2, actually. Sorry. Yeah. No, we got 1 in Division 1. And they're about to. We may able to do picks for them this week. I don't know. They're gonna have their semifinals this week. I'm pretty sure. Lukney. I'm pretty sure that's an error. I saw Overshown, the Overshown guy, went to the high school game, which is pretty epic. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this already happened. Pretty sure you gotta be certain, man. Yeah, but here, there goes. There's locations. I think they get a bye week before the state championships because it's on Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. Yeah, it's 2A. I think it's 2A division. Yeah, it's 2A Division 1 this year. Their state championships on a Wednesday. That's so random, bro. Like, that is so random. Anyways, that's high school football in a nutshell. I love high school football. Underrated thing. It still says Forney Willis is in the second quarter. Dan, how long were they delayed for? How long was that first quarter? It's in fourth center. Why would they be delayed in the first place? Yeah, there's that. On the beach. Sorry. Sorry, California girls, if you know what I mean. Sorry, that's so cringe. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Fun on the beach. That's what I was told to say. Yeah. Anyways, that's gonna do it for y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe. Have a nice day. And we're not done yet because I'm not actually in the stream right now. We're gonna keep going. Let's just do some more things. So let's just go over these. Who were the state champions last year? UI. The Oil State champions. Let's see. Man, they all marching down here. F y'all, bro. Sounds that weird. So Gordon, Jaden, wasn't Oakwood like? Yeah. Yeah. Or Edgewood was like, or Oakwood, sorry, was like they won like only around half their games in the regular season. Yeah, a little over half, I think. Yeah. Gordon, Jayton, Ganado, Muenster, Columbus, Gunner, Gunter, Salina, Carthage, Citizen Valley, Randall, North Cry, and Vandergrift all won their state championships last year. So Gordon, I'm pretty sure they're still playing. Gordon's always there, to be fair. Let's see, Gordon. This is out of curiosity, by the way. But they're one individual. They're the big one is. Like they're even big. Yeah, Gordon. Why are they not labeled? Um, Gordon Ramsay Heights. Yeah, they're still in it. And who are they playing? Who are they playing? Who are they playing, bro? Whiteface was the runner-up last year. Well, they're technically a two-way, but they just wanted to play one-A football, which I actually respect. Oh, they lost to Rankin. God Lord, they scored 82 points on them. Oh my God, Whiteface scored 98 points in the playoff game. That's insane. I know it's 6, man, but still. Oh my God. One of the final scores was 94 to 60. It was Union Hill over Avalon. 93 to 50. 6-man football is underrated, bro. I mean, it's like those 1A schools. They gotta do what they gotta do. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's underrated, honestly. It's very fun to watch. Yeah, a lot of them are blowouts, but still, it's worth watching. I'll have to go to a six. I'll have to go for a 1A division. I have to go for one a chance state championship one day. That'd be fun. And then what else? Then Jayton was state champion last year, and they're still in it. They're playing Klondike. What the heck? Why is it labeled like that? Okay, yeah. They beat Miami. Oh wow, they beat the Miami Hurricanes slash Redhawks, whatever the Ohio one was. Yeah. The PDS at the actual score. Hold on, I gotta see this. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm gonna go to day 4 state champions, by the way, this year. Let's see, 582, 681, 682. I can't go I can't go to Friday because I have school that day for some reason. It's a half day, but still. But yeah, I go to the state championships every year. Yeah. And then who they beat? Oakwood. Where's Oakwood? Oakwood lost in the first round. Good lord. And then 2A Division One. Ganado beat Stanford. Not Stanford, Stamford. Not the. Let's see. Where? What the heck? What the heck? Man, or Ganado. I believe Ganado lost in the last round. Where the heck are they? Oh, there they are down here. Yeah, Ganado lost to Fugio in a pretty much a blowout of a game. They're playing. Fugio is playing Mason. Yeah, I talked about it earlier. I talked about it earlier. Never mind. Forgot I talked about. I forgot I went over every single game. And then uh let's see. They played. I played Stanford lost pretty early on. They lost in the second round. I'm pretty sure. They lost to New Home by 1 point. Yeah, they lost them by 1 point. Well, they weren't as good this year. They lost a lot of games. They've won their one playoff. The one playoff game was 31-2. What a weird score. Sorry, there's always those games where just a random team the bad team get a safe, the losing team that gets blown out get a safety. It's like the only source of points in the whole day. No, I am not. All right. No. No. Okay. All right. Moving on. Two Division Two was Munster winning. Shattered was. I believe they're still in it. Yeah, Shattered and Munster are still in it. So that could be a rematch. I said beer versus cheese. That was my comment whenever it was the match. I was like beer versus cheese or cheese over beer, whatever it is. I will fix it next time. All right, off to 3 Division One. Uh, 381. It was wasn't Franklin who made the state championship there? Columbus over Malakoff. Columbus. And Malakoff. Malakoff was in the second round of Pottsboro. They're already at 21, so it's kind of blowout. But that's good this year. Yeah, they're decent. Franklin lost to Columbus. Sorry. Yeah, Franklin lost to Columbus. Yeah, Columbus is still in. They're playing Yoakum. Now 3 Division Two, which is the Gunter owns that. Gunter owns 3 Division Two. They never lose. Watch this be the first year to lose. I'm gonna jinx them. Sorry, Gunter. They're a great football team. Yeah, I'll tell you what. They're so consistent in their division. Yeah. Yeah, they beat Ryan Trahan's old high school 84-7. That's insane. Because they're playing Leonard, yeah. Gunter's really dang good this year. Like they always, and then they beat Woodville. What's the final score of that game, by the way? 28-0. Good lord. Um, what the? Woodville. Sorry. Woodville lost to. Who is that? They lost to a different Wood. They lost to Edgewood. I'm sorry, that was really bad. 59-56. If you know, you know. But yeah. Yeah, so Gunter's going to be sacrificing someone else this year. Yeah. Now he goes 4 Division One. So a lot had a whole coaching issue thing with it. Like the coach's son got arrested a few times, like once or twice. 6 or Nine times. I'm sorry, that was terrible. I said say six set. I'm not saying it, bro. All right, and yeah, they're still in it. They're going to be playing Alvarado. Avocado. They've crushed everyone. They played the team 77-0. That was Dallas Pinkston. Well, to be fair, besides South Flip, the Dallas team suck. Yeah. Um, and who did they play last year? I think it was Kilgore. Yeah, Kilgore's still in it. I was at that game last year. Cutter Bowley. No, not no. Bo Bentley. Cutter Bowley's the guy from Kentucky. Sorry, Bo Bentley's an amazing quarterback. Well, I think he's going to Oklahoma in a few years. But yeah, it was either there or LSU. Kind of, I wish he picked LSU, but yeah, maybe he knew Brian Kelly get fired. Maybe Lane Kiffin can recruit him. Yeah. But when will they announce it, bro? Let's see. Now moving on. For Division Two. Uh, 4A Division Two. Carthage is still in it, and La Vega's still in it, so that could be a rematch still. What the bro? Bro, someone tell you should get off YouTube, bro. This man sent me the weirdest YouTube videos ever. He sent me I'm kidding. Yeah, but Carthage and La Vega are still in it. Yeah. So we can see a rematch. All right, Friday won. I know who won this just off pure memory because I was at that game last year. Highland Park is still in it, and Cincinnati Valley, so we could still get a rematch there. Division Two, Randall and Southland Cliff are still in it. D1, Westlake got moved to Division Two this year, by the way. So 6A is. And they got eliminated in the first round by Vandegrift. I don't know why they put each other. I don't know why they put those two teams in the first round. That's more like a state semifinal type game, if you know what I mean. But yeah, they put them in the first round, which is insane to me. Yeah. Westlake wasn't as good this year, but still. Um, and then North Crowley and North Crowley's still in it for Division One. Second Division Two, South Lake Hill and Vandegrift are still in it. Bro, someone tell you should get off YouTube, bro. Yeah. Anyways, that's some stuff. Let's see. Let's see. Any coaches get fired today? I might. Mark Stoops might get fired today. Oh, Florida just did they actually hire Summerall? So what is it? Ayush? Oh my god. Wait, hold up. Let's see. Okay, Florida hired Tulane's. Oh, it's doing this too. Okay. They hired John Summerall. Okay. So I guess we'll have to take them off the list. Tulane. Sorry. That sounded very stupid. But Florida hires John Summerall. Despite them canceling their interview. Made her dead set link. Like, never mind. We're not getting like given. Let's go on Twitter. I'm gonna go on Pete. Damn. What the freak? Why are these? Let's see. Where the heck is it? Yeah, John Summerall gets hired, but Florida. That's a good hire, I think. I know some people like about it, but like John Summerall's done an incredible job at Tulane. Like, to be fair, Tulane's a really good football program, but like John Summerall's done a great job there, considering like he seemed like he recapped on Willie Fritz's his legacy, I guess. He did really good with them. I mean, they might be making if they beat North Texas, they'll be in the playoffs. So, and honestly, at this rate, we might see two group of five teams in the playoffs. If 7-5 Duke wins the AC, which is insane how they made the championship in the first place. What do I know? Which, I mean, they're playing Virginia. They lost to them, but like Virginia, it's hard to beat the same opponent twice. I don't care who it is, unless it's UMass. But yeah. We'll be doing picks for that later on, but yeah. But I mean, that's a great hire. But that's a good hire by Florida. Maybe this will be a successful for Florida. It seems like they got some momentum at points, but like, yeah. But they're getting Summerall, and Summerall's a good coach. I mean, Tulane beat not one but two Power Four opponents, Duke and Northwestern. You have one that might win potentially win the ACC. In there, you have one of the best teams in the ACC. Yeah, and they also beat Northwestern. Actually, Northwestern wasn't. They're actually a decent team this year. Yeah, there's that. But that's a good hire by them. Yeah, and Tulane's have to find another coach. Does this mean Jake Retzloff's going to go to Florida? Oh my God! Sorry, looking on these. Yo, you thickie. You thickie. What's going on? Yeah. Let's see. So Squintard, I watch Squintard Sports, and y'all know how much he does not like Florida. He says, or clones of Florida too. He says, Billy Napier. That's one of his lines. So, and even with Enter, says Billy Gonzalez. But now with what's his face, John Summerall getting hired, he was like John Summerall. Someone here would say John Summerall. He's probably still sleeping, or he's crying that they just lost to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, they honestly deserve to be the playoffs this year over like Notre Dame. Honestly, not clowning against Notre Dame. Hey, thanks for the like, by the way. Not clowning against Notre Dame. It's just Notre Dame plays an easy schedule all year, and they've lost. Granted, they've lost to two good teams, good teams, but stuff. Two great teams, I'd say. What the what the fuck? Let's see, who has the whoa, I'm pushing don't cut right. Look at the F1 finales today. Let's see. Verstappen, oh my god, he's a 15-second lead. That's insane. Let's see, there's actually a good championship battle this year. Usually, like, season's decided by then, but it's been a good F1 season, I will say. It's been a great one. I can go as far as saying it's been a great one, yeah. Yeah, Qatar or Qatar or whoever whatever the heck you pronounce it, yeah. I'm watching on my computer right now. I can't show it to y'all 'cause I'll get copyrighted. Yeah. Um, let's see. Let's see. Aisha just texted me. Is he watching my live stream right now? Ayush, if you're watching this, what's up? I was watching the stream. I was texting that. Fire. Yeah. I see you, bro. I see you, boy. I see you, boy. Yeah, there's that. So the coaching carousel is, let's just say, interesting to say. It's been a crazy coaching carousel this year, bro. Um, John, bro, let's see. Let's see who gets poached next. Bob Chesney's gonna get poached probably. My guess is Stanford's gonna get him getting him. At least that's what originally said. Oh, might get some staff members from Ole Miss as well. Let's freaking go. Looking at Pete Thamel on X, X. Like the Bachmeyer family named their kids Bear and Tiger. That's amazing, bro. I love that so much, bro. Yeah, let's see. Auburn has made official Texas AMR. That's it. Sorry, y'all don't see that. Saying, "Oh, the chat's glitch." It's no, you should just texting me. So yeah, let's go to Texas AMR, bro. Yeah, we'll buy the university. We call it Texas AMR. By the way, Ayush is a Texas A&M fan. He wasn't very happy about. I know you weren't very happy about that loss against Texas, but hey, you're in the playoffs, so better than what we. That's better than what I've been through. I will say. I realized Paul Weinbaum was an author. Wait, who are the oh, Boise State, oh my god, I'm so shocked, bro. Not shocked at all. That's nothing much. let's see, who are these conference championships? If I have to give you I'll give you early preview of who I think will win each game. Uh, scores and schedule, 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 6, 7, 6, 7. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at these games now from yesterday. Actually, let's look at the conference championships, then we'll go to the games. Here you go. Um, Kennesaw State and Jacksonville State. Did they play each other already? Did they play each other already? No, it's insane though. Bro, yes. Let's see. Kennesaw's been a good team this year, man. The fact it went from like 2-10 to actually a good team. That might be one that might be poached, I will say. He might get poached to like a higher team probably. Yeah, that's Jacksonville State, but I mean they're playing each other again. And that's at Jacksonville State. So, yeah. They've been good this year. Like they literally almost beat Wake Forest. Yeah, I got crushed Indiana. Indiana's really good though. Yeah. Now we'll see. Indiana actually played good game of 5 teams. Like they played Kennesaw Old Dominion, they left trying to do pretty good. Like Kennesaw, like when they almost beat Wake Forest, that was a sign that Kennesaw's actually gonna be good team this year because Wake Forest actually pretty good this year. Verstappen, Verstappen. Dun 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 dun. Max Verstappen. Troy and Jamie be playing each other. If Jamie wins, they might make the playoffs. Although if they lose at 8-4 to Troy, they'll be bad. Although, if somehow Duke wins the ACC championship, JMU loses, and whoever wins this game will get in. Then we could see the Max not getting that. I'm telling you that right now. Doesn't have my boys saying, they might actually have we make the playoffs. How about this for chaos scenario? Let's say Duke wins the ACC. North Texas or Tulane wins, whichever one. Troy wins the Sun Belt. Jacksonville State wins the USA. Miami, Ohio actually, Western Michigan wins the MAC, and Boise State wins the, Mountain West. What would happen? Who would get in? That would be that would be unbelievably stupid to happen. That'd be hilarious. I mean, my guess is probably Troy will get in, but yeah. That would be so hilarious if that happened. Oh my god, I just realized if that happened, oh my god, everyone would be I mean, at that point, Duke might actually make the playoffs at that point. Like, Duke might make the playoffs with that rate. That's Duke's only way to get in now. Because even if Duke wins the ACC, they're not getting the playoffs probably. Plus all that happens. Even then, Troy might be that. That would be insane if that happened. Congrats to Delaware and, Missouri State getting their eligibility. I know they weren't originally gonna have eligibility because they're a brand new team, yeah. They just make it they should make the honestly, they should get rid of that rule where they, like, have, I get the one where, like, FCS transition one, like, not eligible for FCS. I get that because 'cause they're gonna get powerful resources at that point, but I think they should be allowed to be in the pro for the postseason and they're hurting the FBS. Like, that's probably part of the reason why North Dakota State hasn't joined the FBS. That was really required. Anyways, let's look over these games. Bowling Green beat up UMass because UMass is the worst in college football this year. Was in FBS. Western Michigan beats Eastern Michigan. Navy beat Memphis on Thanksgiving. Ohio beat Buffalo in a close game. Ole Miss wins. Kent State actually beat NIU. Let's see. Just look at it. Iowa destroyed Nebraska. Utah beat Kansas. Kansas. Uh, Air Force beat Colorado State. Air Force, I mean, they had potential. Their defense is a mess of points this year, we'll say. North Texas beat Temple, beat up Temple too. North New Mexico actually beat San Diego State in overtime. So that actually, so what could have been for San Diego State? Because they would have won, they would have been in the Mountain West Championship. Now, Boise State and UNLV. Yeah, another weird scenario though. Georgia Tech and Georgia beat Georgia Tech. That's not shocking. Boise State beat Utah State. That puts them in the conference championship. Texas beat Texas A&M because they're basically Michigan. Texas A&M. We can never beat them. Indiana beat Purdue. Arizona beat Arizona State. Even up to Oklahoma. Indiana beat the living hell out of Purdue, and they go undefeated this year. Really, the first time ever they got undefeated. The job Kirk's done, that team's insane. Like that's amazing. Well, what we could talk, what I could talk to, that could probably be the end from Mark Stoops. I won't come back. Houston beat Baylor. Baylor's just their disappointment this year. Both teams, Clemson beat South Carolina though. Miami, Miami of Ohio beat Ball State. Toledo over. I'm not gonna read all these teams. Ohio State finally beat Michigan. How the heck was this game supposed to go? Yeah, they're insane this year. Delaware beat bowl eligible Delaware. Yo, shout out to Missouri State, by the way. They did really good in the first year in the FBS. 10-5, that's actually not bad at all for a first year in the FBS. And Kennesaw State, not bad. Yeah. Oh, oh my God, just happened. Let's freaking go. Lane Kiffin just got announced. He's head coach. It says on here. Is it actually confirmed this time that he's hired? Let's freaking go. It's official, baby. Let's freaking go. It's official. Lane Kiffin's hired. I got to double check. Let's freaking go, guys. Lane Kiffin's gonna be coaching LSU next year. That's insane, bro. I'm so happy, honestly. I'm just relieved, honestly, that we can finally reach one. 10-2 Texas. Let's see. Good lord, where is it? Man, bro. Hold up. Yeah, anyways. It's just it hasn't officially been announced yet. That's insane. But man, I'm so happy Lane Kiffin's gonna be coach LSU, bro. That's gonna be awesome. I mean, I get why Ole Miss is mad. in the class. I think it's but, I'm so happy Ole Miss thank you. I think it's a great hire to LSU. If you I mean, honestly, it's even better. It feels even better with hiring from a rival team, but yeah. But, I mean, I'm so happy Lane Kiffin came to LSU. I love Lane Kiffin, bro. I think he'll be an amazing coach at LSU. He'll bring Orgeron back potentially, so that'd be awesome. Yeah. That's awesome, though. Good. I'm so happy. The Ole Miss is cooked, guys. Suck at Ole Miss, but yeah, that's what I get for cheating every year, for most years. Yeah, I'm very happy I'm very happy that we're getting Lane Kiffin, man. That's a great hire, honestly. I'm so happy that we're getting yeah, I'm so happy that we're getting Lane Kiffin. That's awesome. No, I'm gonna put it in. Ole Miss. And yes, I had Lane Kiffin. Originally, it was my first pick. I was just putting that there as like a placeholder around it. And I had John Summerall at one point, and now I have Lane Kiffin. And now we're getting Lane Kiffin, so I'm very excited, honestly. That's an amazing hire. I'm just relieved that, like, they haven't officially announced it. I'm very happy, though. Now we're gonna get a lot of snaps, too. That's gonna be awesome. But it's a great move, but I'm not saying this is unbiased, like, let's be completely real. Ole Miss is generally not as successful as LSU. Like, they were terrible for years until Lane Kiffin came. You know what that means? The Magnolia Bowl's gonna have a whole new, like, it's gonna have a whole new vibe to it. Might as well call it the Kiffin Bowl. Last game it's a game day between the Bama and Georgia. I'm not shocked. They should go to that. They should go to the Big Ten one. Bro, Lane Kiffin going to LSU, I would never thought that'd happen. That's insane though, he's going to LSU. I'm so happy though. He's going to LSU. At this rate, John Gruden's gonna go to Kentucky. John Gruden, honestly, the fact we're Lane Kiffin away from, Ole Miss is insane considering the playoffs. Yeah, but that's gonna be insane though, considering Ole Miss is gonna make the playoffs. I'm very intrigued to see the ranking. I assume they'll be in the playoffs still, like, why wouldn't they? They can probably won, they're an SEC team. Yeah, they'd probably be like, they're not gonna yeah, that's gonna be insane though, the fact that the coaches in the playoffs. Like, they're at the hire a new coach, obviously. Yeah, but Lane Kiffin, I mean, I'm very excited to have him on. Hopefully doesn't leave LSU after a lot. Yeah, so I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I'm not gonna worry about that. I actually have to, but I think this is honestly, like, uh, arguably the best coach Lane Kiffin could be. I'm very excited though, yeah. Who's that? I just can't believe LSU is gonna get Lane Kiffin out of that. That's insane. Yeah, that's gonna be a real messy situation, so thanks for never. Yeah. Honestly, I'm just relieved that we can finally breathe, bro. 'Cause I feel like the decision was made, but the suspense was killing me. Yeah, there's that. I will say he's better than Brian Kelly, so that's yeah. Yeah, guys, I'll do coaching projections later today. There's that. I'm excited, honestly. Lane Kiffin's gonna LSU. Also, it's gonna be awesome because we can get Orgeron back on our staff. Who doesn't love Orgeron, bro? Like, he's amazing. I know he had some troubles after the national championship, but, like, I think LSU will come back. I'd welcome back. I'd welcome him back with open arms, that's for sure. But Lane Kiffin, man, I'm so happy he's going to LSU. I know it's a mess situation, but I'm so happy he's getting from LSU, man. I mean, it's kinda hilarious. See Ole Miss ball like that, but yeah, that Magnolia Bowl, oh my god, dude, the Magnolia Bowl at next year at Ole Miss, oh my god, that is gonna be crazy. He's gonna have to get might be like that Tennessee game. That Tennessee game where they played Ole Miss, they spice ki oh my wait, are we going to Tennessee next year as well? LSU, the Magnolia Bowl is gonna have a whole new rivalry. It was already a crazy rivalry as it is. Be even more crazy, bro. I don't know when we're playing them, obviously. Yo, we're going on the road to Ole Miss and Tennessee. That's gonna be insane next year. Oh, Lane Kiffin's gonna get all the security. Yeah. Anyways, I think Lane Kiffin will be very good at LSU. Yeah. That means Gruden might come to, Ole Miss at that point. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be interesting. Yeah, there's that. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Why is my face so got destroyed? Anyways, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll do NASCAR lawsuit stuff later. Who's like to subscribe? Have a nice day. Goodbye. See you next one. Peace.